isn't a very cheery way of inviting someone into your room.
I don't feel very cheery.
Oh, something physical? Stitches, maybe. They should be itching about this time.
Yeah, you're damn right they're itching, but that's not what's bothering me.
Well, if there's a problem I can help you with.
You can't help, but there is a problem, and it's your sister. Who I'm beginning to suspect is a very stupid lady.
Which sister?
The one who's going to get herself and her little son into a great deal of trouble. And who deserves exactly what she gets, Roger.
You mean Jill? I assume she's done something to displease you?
Roger, if you're trying to provoke me or cajole me into a good humor, just give it up, will you? Jill was just in here. She told me that she and Frank agreed to see each other. Explore whether or not they've got a future together.
Well, that doesn't surprise you, does it?
For just 1 minute. For just 1 minute, she had him completely out of her system. She saw him for exactly what he was.
Seneca, knowing that Frank is the father of her baby certainly has to change things.
Why? Why should it? Suppose Edmund's real father were a convicted criminal. Would she go running back to him?
Seneca, Frank is not a convicted criminal.
He ran out on her twice. He's going to run out on her again.
I don't think that Jill interprets it that way, Seneca. If she did, she wouldn't be seeing Frank.
Madness.
Summer madness, that's what they used to call it.
Call what?
Love.
How can you call what Frank feels love when you know that the first time that telephone rings and it's politics calling, he's going to drop everything, including Jill. He's going to grab his hat and be out the door.
Well, Seneca, no matter what you choose to call it, I don't think there's much that you can do about it.
That's why I'm so mad. There isn't. All I can do is lie here while she walks right into it.
Hi. May I help you with that?
Never get...
I never have been much good at these things.
That's because you have 2 hands and you need 3.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's really very thoughtful of you to come by at such a critical moment.
Well, actually, I came by to see if you were interested in an evening of backgammon, sandwiches, and watching Edmund decide when he wants to go to sleep. But, guess tonight is not the night, huh?
I'm afraid not.
Well, there'll be other times. There.
Thank you. I'm sorry about this evening. Sandwiches and Edmund sound like a lot more fun than where I'll be.
Well, we'll have other times. Where are you going, anyway?
Ray Woodard's put together a dinner party. A lot of heavy people. A lot of power brokers, including Dave Feldman and Bert Morris. You see, I'm to be the main course.
Mm-hmm. I see Mrs. Woodard is rapidly making herself invaluable.
Look, Jill, if I had my choice, I would send out for pastrami, lean on rye, with mustard and extra pickles, the way we used to. Eat it here at the desk or take it home to Edmund, but well, you know how this business is.
It's okay. You don't have to get defensive. I mean, I'm the one that knocked on your door unexpectedly.
That's terrific. Well, here, sit down.
All right.
We've got a couple of minutes anyway.
Oh. Well, you are going to be the best-looking man at that party.
Now, that is reassuring. To tell you the truth, I've been a little intimidated by it all.
Oh, I can't believe that.
What? That I'm feeling I might be in over my head?
No, true that you don't remember sitting in that exact same chair 3 years ago, wondering if you weren't too young to run for the city council.
Oh, yeah. And you gave me such a lecture.
Well, I was right, wasn't I? I mean, it's been a great success, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
Okay, and the Senate is only going to bring more of the same.
Right.
Aha, that's better.
It is better. Thank you.
So tell me, the next couple of weeks, you going to be very busy?
Oh, it's incredible. Speeches, meetings with small groups. I'm marching in the St. Patty's Day parade.
Ooh,
yeah.
terrific.
Breakfast, luncheons, dinner, you name it, I'm doing it.
Okay, well, let's see. I hope you can sneak a little time to manage to come and see me, tell me what's going on.
If there isn't a free moment, I'll make one.
I'd like that.
You know, right now, this minute, it's the best time I've had all day.
Yeah, I could say the same.
And it's funny, but every time we're together like this, I have to sit on the urge to point out to you that things with us could be just as nice as they ever were. With very little effort, Jill.
I know. You don't have to tell me.
Well, then why aren't they? Excuse me. Councilman Ryan. Yeah, Dave. How are you? Yeah, I have them on my desk. Well, they're on my secretary's desk. I have to put you on hold. Okay, hold on. This will only take a minute. Don't...
It's all right. I love being here and watching you work.
Hello, Dave, you there? Fine. These are the numbers. Just a second. Jill, would you mind answering that for me?
Yeah, sure. Hello, Councilman Ryan's office.
Hello, Georgia, is that you?
No, this is Jillian Coleridge, Mrs. Woodard.
Oh, well, I didn't think it was Georgia. Is Frank anywhere around?
Yeah, but he's busy on the phone right now. I'll tell him you're calling.
Hi.
Frank?
Yeah.
It's Mrs. Woodard.
All right, tell her I'll be right with her.
He'll be right with you.
Okay, Dave, okay, well, be sure you give them to Joe. But look, I have to go right now, okay? Good. Goodbye. Yeah, hello, Ray.
I'm sorry. I hope I didn't get you at a bad time.
No, not at all. I was just cleaning up at the office before heading over to your place.
Oh, well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Could you get here right now?
Right this minute?
Well, I know better than anybody else how busy you are, but it's very important that you get here early. I want to give you some last-minute details before all the guests arrive and start trying to dissect you.
Well, all right, that makes sense. I'll be over right away.
Good. I'll be waiting.
I have to be on my way.
Big evening, huh?
It might be. Can I drop you off somewhere?
No, actually, I think I would rather walk. The cold air will clear my head.
Jill, I am really...
No, come on. Don't do that. I understand. It's all right.
Okay. We'll have other times.
Yeah.
Thank you for the cufflinks.
You're welcome.
Would you wait a minute? Let me get my coat.
Sure.
Walk you down the street.
Okay.
You're a fierce man, Kevin McGinnis, and it's happy I am to be here to see you again.
Now, Jack Finlay, how long are you going to go on talking like that? Oh, the Imperial summons. Excuse me. Coming! And what's your ladyship's latest desire?
Kevin, please don't leave me alone again. I don't think you know how scary it is to be in the dark all the time.
Hi, Dee.
Jack?
Yeah, it's Jack. Where is everybody?
Well, everybody is upstairs getting dressed. They're all going out to dinner except me. I have to stay home with the babysitter.
Well, I suppose if everybody's going out.
Well, the babysitter is for little John and Ryan and Delia, in case you need something.
Jack, have you ever known anyone else who was blind?
No, Dee, I never did. Well, if that is not one of the most glamorous ladies I have ever seen.
You know, a person who is blind feels very cut off.
Delia, I'm only wearing my red velvet skirt and white blouse that you've seen hundreds of times at parties and holidays.
And nobody could do it more justice than yourself, Maeve.
Right, thank you.
You know, I don't even know what I'm wearing. Maeve, what do I have? Do I have on my red dress or my blue dress?
No,
What is
darling,
it?
you have your flowered wraparound dressed. You know, this is going to be the big night for Francis. Ray Woodard has gathered together people that John calls the power brokers. If he can just impress them, you know, there's no telling how much help he can get from them.
You know, I was
Very
thinking...
high-level stuff. That's the way that lady operates. And you know what's best about it, Maeve, is it's not just talk. You know, she can deliver.
Aren't we lucky that she's chosen Francis to support?
Oh, well, every candidate in the state would probably give his eye teeth, to say nothing of an arm and a leg for that kind of support.
Well, I think he could look the whole state over, she could, and she wouldn't find anybody better.
No, she wouldn't. I hear that Frank and Jill are making a big effort to clear things up.
That they are.
You know, maybe if I got...
Well, I'm sorry I'm late, everybody. Oh, Jack, hello there.
Well, now, that isn't himself. Looking like he stepped right out of a dream.
You like it? I rather fancy it myself.
Oh, he does.
Don't make fun of me. Sweetheart, good news.
What?
Just spoke to the travel agent. We got the last 2 reservations on the cruise.
Oh, John.
Cruise?
Yes.
What cruise?
Well, the end of next week. Maeve and I get on a plane to Miami, and there is a cruise ship and a cabin, first class, all the way. We spend 5 days cruising the Caribbean.
Yes.
You and Maeve?
That's right. We're going to be like a couple of kids and have the time of our lives.
You bet we are.
Oh, that's great. That's absolutely great.
We're going to sing and dance and sit on the other side of the bar with the customers for a change.
And be very romantic.
You bet we are.
Does Mary
break
know?
My neck, John.
Huh?
Oh,
Does
no.
Mary know? Well, she's going to be out of her head. That's all she talks about. 2 of you should go away on a vacation because she wants to go to Ireland.
Oh, next year.
Then wait.
Ah, well, if there's 2 people who deserve a vacation, get away from everyone and kick up their heels.
Well, I think we should be kicking up our heels right now to get to that party or we'll
sure.
disappoint France.
Listen, Mrs. Shaw's upstairs with Ryan, Jack.
Ah, fine. I'll collect her. Have fun.
Yeah.
Thank you. Kevin, have a nice night. And Dee, we won't be late.
I'll be fine. I'll be just fine. Don't worry about me.
We won't worry about you. Come on, sweetheart. We gotta move. We're late.
And Maeve and Johnny deserve to have fun. They deserve to go to parties. They deserve to go on trips. What about me? What do I deserve?
It's how sent off.
Evening, Kevin. Delia left her purse at the hospital when she was seeing Dr. Picano. He asked me to drop it by.
Her ladyship is receiving in the kitchen.
Thank you. Dee?
Roger, is that you?
Yeah. How are you?
Terrible.
Why? What's the matter?
First of all, Patty's on duty till midnight, and Maeve and Johnny have just gone off to Ray Woodard's house for a dinner party. Also, they're going on a cruise to the Caribbean for 5 days. I would give anything in the world to go on that cruise with Patty.
Everybody's having fun but you.
Yes,
huh?
yes.
Well, you know, if you'd run away with me, I would treat you to pleasures you never dreamed of.
Roger, I don't want to go with you. I want to go with Patty.
There's the rub.
What is?
Maybe Patty doesn't want to go away with you.
Roger, please don't be mean to me. If you're going to be mean to me, then you can just get out of here.
Delia, I am not being mean. I'm simply stating the truth, as we both know.
Well, I don't know what the truth is anymore, and if that's the truth, I don't want to hear it.
Which hardly comes as a surprise.
Okay, if you want to make me miserable, then you're doing a very good job of it. So why don't you just get out of here? Just go home. Go someplace.
Delia, I didn't come here to make you miserable. I came to drop off your purse that you left at Al Pagano's.
Thank you for my purse. Good night.
Delia, I hate leaving you when you're feeling like this.
You don't care about the way I feel.
I do. You're probably the one person in the world that my heart goes out to.
That's something anyway.
It's nice to be appreciated.
You know, I thought when I got back from the hospital, Maeve and Johnny would take care of me. They would look after me. They would make things fun for me.
Delia, I know that Johnny and Maeve have been looking out for
Well, they're not making anything fun.
Maybe you're looking for something that isn't there anymore.
Roger, would you please be nice to me? Just go away. Now, I can't go away because I'm blind.
Not really.
I am blind, Roger. You know I can't see anything. I can't.
But we all know that your sight will return.
Yeah. You know, someone told me that hysterical blindness could last for months. You know, I mean, I could be a picture on the wall for all the attention I get around here.
Not exactly.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm going on that cruise with Patty if it's the last thing in the world that I do.
But Delia, that is Johnny and Maeve's trip.
Maybe Johnny don't need it. They don't have any trouble in their marriage. And at their age, what difference does it make anyway?
Oh, you better not let them hear you say that.
I don't care if they hear me say that. That's the most fun that I've heard around here for months. Now, I want some of that. I want to have some of that.
Yeah. Well, the awful thing is that it wouldn't surprise me if you did. Good night, Delia. Good night, Kevin. I'm really not up to dealing with her tonight. So long.
Cheers.
My
Hate to be you didn't think it's
Audrey is changing her uniform, so I am answering the door. Hang that up. She'll put it away later.
Place looks very nice.
Glad you approve. What about your hostess? Will she do?
She certainly will.
Good. Then we're both perfect, because you're splendid. You know, really, you wear your dinner clothes better than any man I've ever known. Bill wore dinner clothes well, too.
I'm sure he did.
You know, when I do think about Bill dying, you know what comes to mind next?
No?
You. Kindness to me. Helped me through such a hard time, Frank, and I'm so grateful.
Well, I'm glad I could be of some help. Will you be all right tonight?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll be fine. Don't worry.
You said you had some last-minute details to go over with me?
About Bert Morris, mostly, but as he goes, so go the rest of them, I'm afraid.
Well, I've already been over the background material before.
But there's been a development since then. Last week, his youngest daughter left college to join a radical religious group.
Oh, he must be pretty upset.
He's in agony. I'd say, offhand, the thing to do is avoid any mention of colleges, daughters, or unorthodox religious sects. Sports, nice and safe.
Well, Das should be terrific with him.
And there's another thing. One of his shipping companies is involved in an antitrust action.
Well, I couldn't possibly comment on that till I have all the facts. Of course, I could sympathize with anyone who feels he isn't getting a fair shake.
Why did I bother having you come over here early? You're a politician down to your fingertips.
Well, I have had a little practice.
A little. Well. Not bad, all this, is it? The little girl from Topeka?
No, I'd say the little girl from Topeka has done all right for herself.
You know, when I came to New York to be Bill's secretary, number 3 secretary, took a long look at myself. Looked at where I had come from, where I wanted to go. And I set about redoing me.
In what way?
A speech, for one thing. Because I sure wasn't talking the way Bill and all his friends were.
Well, that's amazing.
Ooh. I am an amazing person.
I'm beginning to realize you are.
And then, where I walked, I had what you would call
a long, firm stride.
No, I'm sure you were just fine the way you were.
Maybe, but I didn't fit in. No, I spent about 3 years on self-improvement. Speech, the way I moved, mostly my mind. The result is the simple, unassuming girl you see before you.
And a very good job you've done of it, too.
Thank you. Approval is always welcome. Well, I think that's one reason why I've been so aware of you right from the very beginning. Our roads aren't that different.
I'm afraid I don't follow you.
I could have stayed in Topeka. You could have stayed on the police force. But you didn't. Night school, People's Campaign for city councilman. Distinguished record ever since.
Well, we've both had to work for whatever we've got.
Yeah. Both worked hard.
Ray.
Yeah.
Nothing. I forgot what I was going to say.
Maybe it'll come back to you.
Come on in.
Here we are.
Hope we're not too early.
You're the first, and I'm glad.
Oh, that's quite a dress.
Thank you, sweetie. You got spectacular yourself. There's someone you know.
I love you, darling.
Well, we're just as tickled as we can be to be here. Let's hope it's an interesting evening.
Oh, yes, let's hope it's wonderful.
Get your popcorn ready for the Sunday night movie on SoapNet. We have the stars you want to snuggle up to. Brad Pitt, Liam Neeson, Nicolas Cage, and so many more. The Sunday night movie, Sunday nights at 10 p.m. on SoapNet.